Welcome to week 2 of the college football season. Last week in the season opener, we saw number 3 Oklahoma demolish Louisiana Tech 49-10. And the offense got off to a slow start, but then they were able to turn it around and score 7 touchdowns. Today, we have to see how the defense is able to contain quarterback Clint Trickett, who is a scrambling quarterback. And our defense isn't exactly the fastest in the nation, so it's going to be very tough to see. As you can tell, the only team to lose their season opener in the Big 12 last week was Oklahoma State whenever they lost to Florida State. But now we start Big 12 play in week 2. So let's go ahead and get this game started. The Mountaineers now come out for the first play of the game. Trickett sends a man in motion from shotgun. Clint Trickett throws and finds Kevin White, who has a first down on a 16-yard gain for the Mountaineers there, and they are already off to a hot start. 3rd and 1 a couple plays later. Trickett, play action, and then just throws that pass out of bounds. So that would bring up 4th and 1 for West Virginia, but they would come out and go for it. So on 4th and 1, Trickett in shotgun. He's going to run a read option. He's got the first down, and then he is brought down at about the 40-yard line. 9-yard gain for West Virginia on that play. He sends a man in motion again, 2nd and 10. He takes the snap from shotgun once again, and he's going to run it this time, and he's got an easy first down, but he is then met by Quentin Hayes. 11-yard gain, but that came at a price as he was hit incredibly hard. 2nd and 9. Clint Trickett once again in shotgun, drops back. He's going to dance around in the pocket, and then he is met by an Oklahoma defender. He fumbles the ball, and it's picked up by Frank Shannon. So that's the first turnover of the day, and Oklahoma will now have the ball. Great play there by the Oklahoma defense. So now here comes the offense led by second-year quarterback Trevor Knight. Knight throws, and that pass is tipped down. So that brings up 3rd and 10 for the Sooners, and we have to see what they do here. On 3rd and 10, Knight and pistol. Takes the snap, and he's looking deep, and he is sacked on the play. So that brings up 4th and 20, so the ball would immediately go back to West Virginia. That drive did not last very long with a 3 and out. And now he comes out again, and Trickett finds Thompson for the first down. 13-yard gain for Jordan Thompson. Now on 3rd and 5, a couple plays later, Trickett takes the snap once again. He throws, and it goes out of bounds. So that brings up 4th and 5 for the West Virginia Mountaineers. And they would punt the ball away. So on 4th and 5, the snap, and it's going to be a fake, and O'Toole throws it and isn't really near anyone. So now the Sooners come out, 5 minutes to go in the first, and it's still scoreless. So Trevor Knight comes out again, throws, finds Dorial Green Beckham, his big 6'6" transfer receiver. So after a 10-yard gain there, it's 3rd and inches for the Sooners. On 3rd and inches, about 4.5 minutes to go in the first, he runs a read option. Knight jukes, but is then brought down. 4-yard gain for the Sooners on that play. Knight has 2 rushes for a negative 3-yard average. On 1st and 10, handoff to Keith Ford. Ford up the middle. Keith Ford makes a juke move, and he's inside the 20. 25-yard gain for Keith Ford, and that was huge for them. So that's 1 rush for 25 yards for Keith Ford. And now handoff to Ford again, and Ford has another huge run. 12-yard gain by Keith Ford on that play. 2 rushes, 37 yards for Keith Ford. Now in pistol on 1st and goal. Knight drops back. Knight's going to run out to his right, but he is sacked way in the backfield. He ran backwards. So that's a 10-yard loss for the Sooners. Now 2nd and goal. Knight comes out in pistol again. He takes the snap. Trevor Knight throws. It's caught by Dorial Green Beckham, who was then brought down at the 1-yard line. So on 3rd and goal, here they go. Pitch back to Keith Ford, and Ford hesitates too long and is brought down in the backfield, so that would be down at the 3-yard line. Now Honeycutt comes out for a chip shot field goal. The kick is away and no good. How in the world do you miss an 18 to 20-yard field goal as a college kicker? I have no idea, but now the Mountaineers have the ball on 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Trickett. He's going to dance around the pocket and then run. He is met by Frank Shannon, who forces the fumble, and it is recovered by the Sooners. So now the Sooners have the ball inside the red zone to start this possession. So about 2 minutes to go, Knight drops back from about the 15-yard line. Trevor Knight throws to the end zone, and it is picked off by Worley. I have no idea where he was trying to throw that, but it's 2nd and 10. Trickett is going to run here. He's going to get the first down. 16-yard gain by Clint Trickett on that play. And the Sooners just cannot contain him right now. 5 carries, 36 yards for Trickett. And now Trickett's going to move out to the right side of the pocket, who is met by Charles Tapper. 4-yard loss on the play, and Tapper gets his first sack today. So the ball would then go back to the Sooners, and under a minute to go, Knight drops back. Knight throws and finds Micaiah Quick, who jukes out a defender, and he is then into Mountaineer territory. 22-yard gain for Micaiah Quick. And now Knight drops back from pistol again, throws, and it's caught by Sterling Shepard, who is inside the 30-yard line. 16-yard gain there. 3rd and 8. Knight drops back. Trevor Knight throws, and it is dropped by Keith Ford. 6 for 12, 66 yards, and a pick. So now here comes Honeycutt to redeem himself from the kick earlier. The kick is away, and no good once again. So he is now 0 for 2 on the day. We should be up 6-0, but it's still 0-0. And the entire first quarter went scoreless. Now 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. And Trickett's got a nice run here into Sooner territory before he is met by a hard-hitting safety. 31-yard gain on the play. Now Trickett's going to keep it himself again and get brought down for a 1-yard loss. He probably should have pitched it back to his running back on that one. But Clint Trickett would be injured on the play. He would be back, but now Skylar Howard's in the game. Skylar Howard throws and finds Alford at the 20-yard line. 16-yard gain on that play. And it doesn't really seem like Howard's going to miss a beat here. 1st and 10, sends a man in motion. Takes the snap. Howard's going to run it. Who's just as fast as Trickett, it seems. And he's got the first down. 12-yard gain for Skylar Howard. Now he sends a man in motion on 1st and goal. Howard drops back. Howard throws, and it's caught by Smallwood, who is then into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Skylar Howard 2 for 2, 23 yards and a touchdown. And it was Wendell Smallwood on the score. So now we have to see how the Sooners respond. 3rd and 3. Knight drops back. Trevor Knight looking. He's got all day to throw, and he finds Dorial Green Beckham inside the 20-yard line. 34-yard gain for the Sooners on that play. Knight on 2nd and 12 in shotgun takes the snap. Trevor Knight rolls out to his right, throws, finds Ronneau, breaks a tackle, and then runs through a Mountaineer. Touchdown, Oklahoma. 19-yard touchdown play on that one. 9 for 15, 117 yards, a touchdown, and a pick for Trevor Knight. And last week he had a way better game, or way better start. So we have to see if he can turn it around. And now Charles Tapper gets another sack on that one. Loss of 5 to bring up 3rd and 17 for West Virginia. So on 3rd and 17, Trickett takes a snap. Clint Trickett throws deep, and it is overthrown. 6 for 12, 49 yards for Trickett. Maybe they should put Howard back in the game. 2nd and 10, handoff to Keith Ford. Ford to the outside, and Ford has about an 8-yard gain on that play. Keith Ford not really able to get much on the ground so far today. 3rd and 2, handoff to Ford again, who was then brought down. 4th and 1 for the Sooners. So now that would bring up the question, do you go for it or kick a field goal? And Bob Stoops would choose to go for it. So on 4th and 1, handoff to Ford, and Keith Ford is stuffed in the backfield. So the Sooners come away from another possession where they got into Mountaineer territory and did not score. So now on 2nd and 5, a minute to go in the half, he throws and finds Shorts, who has a 18-yard gain there. DeKel Shorts on that one, who gets his first catch today. 3rd and 4, a couple plays later, Trickett takes a snap from shotgun once again. Trickett's got a lot of room to run, and he makes a man miss. Trickett at 10, 5, slides, touchdown, West Virginia. And the Sooners are now down by 7 with under a minute to go in the first half. This is not good for Oklahoma, who has national championships hopes this year. 3rd and 10, Knight drops back, throws, and it's caught by Bennett. Bennett at about the 20-yard line before getting brought down. 32-yard gain for Austin Bennett on that one. And there's only about 20 seconds to go in the half. Oklahoma comes out on 1st down. Knight drops back, throws, and it's picked off by Williams, who is just going to end any hopes that the Sooners had of scoring again this half. So that would pretty much bring us to halftime, 14-7. The Sooners need to go into the locker room and figure out what in the world is going on, why the defense can't stop Clint Trickett, and why the offense can't score at all. Plus, someone probably needs to smack Michael Honeycutt around a little bit for the Sooners not having at least 13 points right now, because those were 2 easy field goals, should be easy field goals for a college kicker. So now the Sooners have not really been able to run the ball that well this first half, but their passing has been decent. They have good time of possession, but they need to cut back on the turnovers, and they need to force maybe a couple more this half. So now to start the second half, he kicks it away, and it's going to be Stan Vaughn Taylor back to return. Stan Vaughn crossing the 20, 25-30, 35-40, 45, and shoved out of bounds at about the 50-yard line, 52-yard gain, and that is maybe the spark that the Sooners needed. So on 1st and 10, Trevor Knight drops back. Knight's going to have all day to throw and finds Deron Neal, who breaks a tackle and then is brought down. So now they are already deep into Mountaineer territory. And on 2nd and 10, Knight in shotgun takes the snap. Trevor Knight, he's going to try to run, but he is sacked on the play, loss of 6 to bring up 3rd and 16 for the Sooners. Kyle Rose on the sack. So 3rd and 16 now. Knight drops back, throws deep. It's caught by Micaiah Quick, who breaks a tackle and then is brought down to about the 6 or 7 yard line. So on 3rd and goal now, he hands off to Ford, and Ford walks into the end zone. 7-yard run for him. Touchdown Oklahoma, and Oklahoma has tied this ball game back up, which is something they really needed to do, especially if they want to win this game, obviously. So now 14 to 14, Trickett drops back. Trickett throws, and it's caught by Smith. Smith then is forced down finally. 18-yard gains for Dreamius Smith. 2nd and 4, Trickett drops back. Throws, and it's caught by Schwartz, who is then brought down. 10-yard gain by DeKel Schwartz again, who now has his 3rd catch on the day. 2nd and 7, Trickett throws, caught by Carswell, who is then brought down to bring up 3rd and 2 for the Mountaineers. Now on 3rd and 2, he comes out. Trickett, handoff to Smallwood. Smallwood is then forced down 4th and inches. So that brings up the question, do they go for it or kick a field goal? And they would come out and go for it on 4th and inches. Trickett with the snap. He drops back, throws, and he finds Schwartz inside the 10-yard line and the first down. Obviously not what the Sooners wanted to happen. So now on 3rd and goal, a couple plays later, Trickett takes a snap, and he's going to throw, and caught by Smallwood. Touchdown Mountaineers, and the Sooners are once again down by 7. This has not been a good day for this Oklahoma defense, who played very well last week. So 1st and 10, Knight takes the snap. Throws, caught by Quick. Quick to the outside. He's in the Mountaineer territory across the 40, and he is tripped up at about the 35-yard line. Micaiah Quick has played amazing today. So 2nd and 11 here. Trevor Knight drops back, throws, and that pass is just tipped down. Had he maybe put a little bit more air into that, Green Beckham could have had a shot at it. So now 3rd and 11, Knight's going to take the snap. Knight's going to throw deep, and it is caught by former quarterback Blake Bell. 22-yard gain on that one. 2nd and 7, Knight takes the snap. Trevor Knight throws, and it is caught by Quick, who has the first down to bring up 1st and goal for the Sooners. 4 catches, 112 yards for Micaiah Quick. On 1st and goal, play action. He throws to the end zone. Touchdown Oklahoma. I'm not even going to try to say his name. So that would bring this game back to a tie ball game. So 21 to 21, about a minute to go in the 3rd now. Trickett takes the snap. Clint Trickett's going to run it looks like, and Franklin misses him. And now he is then forced out of bounds. 13-yard gain. 3rd and 2 a few plays later. Trickett takes the snap. He throws, and it's caught by Alford, who is then dancing all around one little area. It seemed 8-yard gain for Mario Alford. So now we start the 4th quarter. 8 minutes to go. Trickett takes the snap. Trickett throws and finds Smith, who is then brought down in the backfield to bring up 4th and 13 for the Mountaineers. They'd give the ball back to Oklahoma. 7:22 to go in the game. Knight throws, finds Sterling Shepard, who breaks a tackle. He's got the first down. He's out across the 40-yard line. 12-yard gain for Sterling Shepard. Now 2nd and 7. Knight drops back. Trevor Knight going deep on the play, and it is caught by Sterling Shepard at the 20-yard line. 37-yard gain, and that right there just put the offense over 350 yards today. Now on 1st and 10, Knight and pistol. It's a read option. Trevor Knight makes a man miss inside the 10, down inside the 5-yard line. 15-yard gain for Trevor Knight. He's still negative in rushing yards, but now we are close to scoring and taking the lead. Knight drops back. He's going to throw, and he finds Sterling Shepard. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And just like that, the Sooners are able to take the lead by a full touchdown. And Trevor Knight has really played well these last couple quarters. And now Trickett's going to hand off to Smith. Smith is fighting on 3rd and 11. He's got the first down. I guess that draw just caught the Sooners defense off guard on that play. So now it's 1st and 10, and the Mountaineers need to do something. Frank Shannon on the blitz, and he brings them down. There were 3 Sooners right there. So had it not been Shannon, it would have been one of the others. So that would lead to 3rd and 17 for the Mountaineers. Trickett takes the snap, throws, caught by Smith, who breaks a tackle, but then is brought down well short of the marker. So the ball would then be punted back to Oklahoma. Now with about 4 minutes to go, Trevor Knight, I guess, is still going to be throwing the ball. and he takes the snap. Knight throws deep, and it is somehow, some way caught by Sterling Shepard for a 37-yard gain. So now on 3rd and 9, a couple of plays later, Knight takes the snap, still throwing the ball. He's going to throw to the end zone, and it's going to be picked off by Dillon, and that is going to be Trevor Knight's 3rd pick today. Not the smartest play there. So 3 minutes to go, 3rd and 6. The Mountaineers still have a shot. Trickett throws, but he finds Parker, and that would pretty much wrap any hope up that the Mountaineers had. 26 for 39 on the day for Clint Trickett. Now Trevor Knight comes out in shotgun. He's still throwing the ball. He finds Keith Ford, who drops it on 3rd down. So that would lead to 4th and 10 for the Sooners. So here comes Honeycutt, who has missed 2 pretty easy field goals today, and the kick is away, and good, just barely. So that would put the Sooners up by 10, but the Mountaineers still have a very slim chance since the Sooners did not run out the clock. And right there, he was hit hard, but it leads to 3rd and 3 for the Mountaineers. They need to come up with something here. Clint Trickett in shotgun on 3rd and 3, takes the snap. Trickett throws, is found by Smith, who breaks a tackle and then gets the 1st down. So with under 2 minutes to go, they still have a very slim chance, but they are going to fight, obviously. And now Trickett from pistol throws, finds Smallwood. Smallwood has the 1st down and then goes out of bounds. 13-yard gains for Wendell Smallwood on that one. 3 catches, 26 yards, and a touchdown for Smallwood. 2nd and 10, Trickett drops back, throws, finds Carswell, who runs through an Oklahoma defender and gets another 13-yard gain for the Mountaineers. But the clock is still ticking. About 1:20 to go. West Virginia takes a snap on 3rd and 15. He throws and he finds Alford, who breaks the tackle from Sam Von Taylor, but then is brought down by Hayes. 9-yard reception on that one. And they'd come out for a field goal with about 1 minute to go in the game. And the kick is away, and it is just inside the upright. 24-31. The entire game comes down to this onside kick. It's away, and it's recovered by today's, I would say today's MVP, Micaiah Quick, who played amazing today. And that would pretty much wrap it up. And the Sooners move on to 2-0, 1-0 in Big 12 play, which is huge. But Frank Shannon gets the player of the game. But I would say the offensive player of the game was Micaiah Quick, who had an amazing game. The Sooners next week take on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. So hopefully that's not as bad as a defensive game as we had, because we should not have let up 24 points to West Virginia. But I guess that happened, so we have to deal with it now. So hopefully you are back for the next video whenever we take on Nebraska in an old rivalry. But yeah, I will talk to you guys then.